Good morning to you. It is the 15th day of July. I'm meteorologist Matthew East here in the Weather on the One's Forecast Center. Let's talk about today. Let's get right into it. We'll begin with a look at our tower camera located in Greensboro, and I'll kind of lay out some weather headlines for you. Cold front will bring showers and thunderstorms to the region today, and there's a good possibility that some of those thunderstorms will produce some damaging winds in some areas as we go through this afternoon and this evening. But following the front, a pleasant air mass invades much of the region by tomorrow. It'll be a really nice treat for mid-July in terms of how it feels out there in a good chunk of the region as we get on into tomorrow and Thursday as well. But boy, what a hot day yesterday. 98 the high in Raleigh, 100 in Columbia, 96 in both Charlotte and Greensboro. And I looked up the records for Greensboro. That was the hottest high temperature that Greensboro has recorded since July 27th, 2012. So almost 2 years since we had a day this hot in at least parts of the region. Burlington, by the way, yesterday hit 99 degrees. It's very warm this morning, 80 in Wilmington, 77 in Charlotte and Greenville, 79 in Columbia. Very muggy, too. Dew points in the 60s and 70s. And that cold front is still off to the west and heading our way. That will begin to slide into the region today, and so this is finally the day that we see that front arrive, and it will bring us good chances for some showers and thunderstorms. There's the overview as I'm cutting this video a little after 5:30 this morning on Storm Tracker. A couple spots of some showers there through Kentucky and West Virginia. You're at the time of day where a lot of time you get a big lull in the thunderstorm activity, and that is occurring right now, although you do have some nice storms in Louisiana and Mississippi. We're going to get this cold front in here just in time to coincide with the heating of the day, and so the result will be a good coverage of those scattered thunderstorms firing this afternoon, and those chances extend right on into this evening and into parts of the overnight hours as well as you head further to the east in the Carolinas. So here's your day one slight risk. And I wouldn't pay a whole lot of attention to the exact outline there. The bottom line is that anywhere across the region, the storms that fire today could produce some damaging winds. That's the biggest severe weather threat, but also could see some hail out there as well, and any thunderstorm certainly subject to produce a lot of lightning. Highs today, upper 80s to low and mid 90s around the region, but look what happens tomorrow. That cold front slides off to our south and east, and that cooler and drier air begins to invade. Watch the dew points here. First of all, there's your highs tomorrow, only in the 80s, but here's what will make all the difference in the world. This evening, still very, very muggy, but there comes that drier air working in from the northwest. And watch what happens here as we go through the day tomorrow. That dry air just takes over from much of the region. Now, an exception tomorrow will be areas closer to the coast. It'll stay pretty muggy over that way. But for a lot of us, we're going to get into this much lower dew point type of air, and the result will be a nice, pleasant feel to the air as we go through tomorrow and Thursday as well. Speaking of Thursday, good-looking day, a lot of sunshine out there. And high temperatures still pretty good, mid and upper 80s. And remember, again, we're going to be looking at still continued lower levels of humidity. So really a nice looking setup. Now, I didn't put any graphics in here for this, but I'll just tell you, the storm changes ramp back up over the weekend. And at this point, Sunday is looking pretty unsettled with a lot of rain and thunderstorms across the region. We'll see how that plays out. Tropics, no issues here. Everything very quiet throughout the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. And the Atlantic Ocean also staying very, very quiet overall. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Have a great day, and God bless.